So what's really interesting about picky eating for toddlers is it's almost a universal experience. And we think that that may have had some evolutionary advantage for children to survive, and that as they got older, they became more mobile and they were going and exploring, and they may have wandered off and tried new things, and bitter tastes in particular tend to be things that kids will really reject. And we think that for them, that their taste buds are experiencing that like poison, like they're not supposed to be eating it. And so that this kind of rejection of foods that have more of a bitter taste may be the body's way of protecting and keeping it safe, and that may have been, you know, a survival advantage for toddlers that's persisted. And unfortunately now it feels like such a burden, frustration, but you know, maybe thinking of it in this way, that it actually has been an advantage over for human survival. Yeah. In my family, it's worked really well to call new foods that we're tasting an adventure bite. So we really kind of frame it as a positive, to try something that's different and to make this an adventure, and kind of an adventure for our taste buds. And we want to kind of have a positive framing of how we introduce new foods, and how we have an expectation of trying something. I've found it helpful for kids to sit on their parents' lap and actually eat off of the parent's plate, and to learn about what the parent is eating. And sometimes they're more accepting of the foods when they have that closeness and security with their parent. You know, they're almost more likely to eat the foods if they are eating it off of somebody else's plate, and they're getting a chance to kind of see, okay, this is what other people are eating, and I'm going to try this too. They want to touch foods, they want to smell them and look at them and see how they maybe mush between their fingers, and you know, all of those ways that they may be kind of exploring the food and learning about it allows them to get more comfortable with new foods and being introduced to a variety of new tastes. They want to touch foods, they want to smell them and look at them and see how they maybe mush between their fingers, and you know, all of those ways that they may be kind of exploring the food and learning about it allows them to get more comfortable with new foods and being introduced to a variety of new tastes. So I think it's important for us to be introducing, from the time that babies are infants and they're just starting new foods, is to give them a whole variety of tastes, and to keep new foods coming so that they get a chance to get their taste buds used to a variety. It does not matter when you fit the time in to have that sit-down time over food together. We can do that in the morning if there's more flexibility then, or in the evening time. And it really doesn't matter what meal it is, but it's the chance to have some time where we slow the pace, we eat together, and we enjoy being in each other's company and sharing that process of eating food. Part of our culture and kind of our heritage, and part of what we do as humans, is share meals together and interact over food. Family meals have been associated with a really great outcomes for children overall. So families that are incorporating family meals, they see teenagers have better outcomes. You know, they do better in school, they have less risk-taking behaviors. I think it's just a symbol of kind of a family that's really working hard to be together and to share with one another, and to build those relationships that are powerful for protective and resilience building factors in children. But we don't want to give up. Kids over time can learn to like new foods, and the more they're exposed to it, the more likely that their taste buds will eventually get to that point where they accept and like those foods that we'd really like them to have.